Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. Wonderful day today, about 81 degrees. Great day to be in Southwest Florida. I had picked this up from one of my scrappers for 10 bucks. He happened to swing by. This thing was strapped on the back of his truck, upside down. I didn't even know what kind of engine was on it. I could see it had an aluminum deck, and I recognized the personal pace handlebar. So I told him 10, he didn't complain. First thing I noticed when I got it on the ground and started to look it over, the recoil, and I'll show you that in a minute. I had replaced it with a used recoil so we could try it out right now. The recoil that came in it, the rust must be unbearably thick because I can't break this thing loose. I oiled it up, let it sit for a few days. This thing is so rusty I can't budge it. And the pull cord's the original cord. So I couldn't do anything with this recoil. Like I said, I had to put a secondary recoil on it. I'm kind of jumping the gun today. This is a Toro recycler, model 20037. Built in 2002, fourth month. The engine's a 123K, is in kilo 02 0114-Echo 1. It's a quantum style. So I've automatically given it 2 TURDs just because I see some oil leaking here. Every single tire is worn to the bone. Horatio and Henrietta used this thing till the bitter end, and I don't know why it crapped out, but we're going to try to figure it out. Scrapper said he talked to the gentleman, older gentleman, said that he couldn't push the unit anymore and was getting a lawn service. So I don't know if that's true or not. I hear that same story all the time. People are dumping the units because they're going to a lawn service. I would think this had something to do with it. Let's check the oil. There's not a lot, and it's very well used. So that's some abuse right there. No gas in the tank. Let's look at the filter. It was a little difficult getting the tank to push back to get the recoil off. You've got this side discharge here that they don't encompass anymore. That's for the bagging system. I also wanted to point out this thing is as long as a Greyhound bus. Look at the stance of this thing. These old aluminum decks, this thing's extremely long, rear wheel drive. Kind of looks ugly, in my opinion. But I'm sure it was the top of the line back in 2002. This thing's been sitting around. We got some cockroach damage here. Cockroaches ate the paper here, and then you got a egg casing, cockroach egg casing here. Rust. So they had a meal with this thing. So let's try happy juicing it. I'll give it a shot of carb cleaner. I don't want to fill the tank and then have this thing be a dud. If it fires off, we'll give it some gas in the tank. So for 10 bucks, I don't expect much out of this 2002. Okay, that was promising. A hell of a lot of smoke, but like I said, this thing was upside down. A little bit of a gas leak, unfortunately. That was Tommy's fault. When I lifted the tank back to get the recoil on, I removed the fuel line just to give me some extra space, just to wiggle the recoil past. I needed a couple extra inches, and unfortunately I didn't reattach. So now we got a fuel spill on aisle 3, which is a pisser. Anyway, let's move forward with this thing. There is still enough gas in the tank, just enough to try this out. Doesn't appear it's priming. I'm going to try it anyway. Okay, there we go. I'm pushing air with the primer bulb. I can hear it. No, it's not pushing fuel. I'm looking at the brass tube, the emulsion tube. We're not getting anything. All I'm getting is a squishy squish of air. So yanked on this thing a few times. Two turds, kind of rough, but we know what we need to do. This thing was not running. It's been sitting a while. So I don't know if the homeowner parked it and it went to hell. And this thing rusted up. Got the rusty malfunctioning recoil and then a plugged up carburetor. So who knows? Maybe there is truth to that story about having moved on to a lawn service. It's hard to tell. Anyway, that's how I'm going to proceed with this one. Carburetor clean. Paint up that recoil that I put on this thing, and then I'll flip it over, check the blade out. Model 20037. It's a 2002 with the Briggs 123K02. So not bad for $10. It needs some work, but we'll make it happen. Kind of old school recycler. I picked one of these up last summer. I still have to tackle that one. Same exact thing with the high mount grass chute back here. I don't have a bag, I don't believe, for that one either, but same deal, super recycler aluminum deck. That one needs attention as well. That's where we are. I'm gonna look up wheels too. I'd have to change out wheels. These things are beyond usable. They're slicks. There's not a lick of tread anywhere on these things. So that'll cost me some money. Looking for 20-year-old tires for this old of a machine. Anyway, appreciate you coming out, checking out Tommy Time. Tip your waitress and wait staff. They're doing an awesome job. Thanks for coming out again.